the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Thank you very much indeed. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome to Blockbusters. Let's have a look, first of all, at the well-known Blockbusters board, because it tells us a story. It tells us we've just started a game. What it doesn't tell us is that the white sections are, in fact, Stephanie Mart. She's a recently joined us contestant. She comes from the Henry Cavendish School in Derby. And the blue section, and there is only one on the board, belongs to Chris and Jane, Chris Munsey and Jane Allen, who come from the Earl Shorten Community College in Leicester. They are our current champions. They're sitting there with £65, while Stephanie has 10. They already have done a gold run, and they won for themselves a camera each. So, as you possibly sussed out by this time, if you know the game at all, it is Chris's turn to call. So, Chris, can we start by asking you what letter you want?
W, please.
You'll have W, and here we go with Blockbusters, a W question into this game. What W is the nose of a missile that contains the explosive? Yes, Chris?
Warhead.
It's the warhead, yes. And the next one?
F, I think, please. F, please. F.
F. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Right. What F is a fabric made by shrinking and rolling wool or fur so that... Yes, Chris?
Felt.
Felt is right. Yes, absolutely. Well, 3 across the board now. Where are you going next?
T, please.
You'll have T. OK, here we go. Stand by the button, Stephanie. Important you should stop them soon. What T is the day of the week celebrated once a year as carnival in Catholic countries? You have a choice. Jane?
Tuesday.
Yes, you picked the right one. Tuesday. Mardi Gras, in fact. Mardi Gras. So, what choice?
H, please.
H. Yes, of course, and that will do it so soon. Stephanie, watch it. What H is the nickname of the snooker player? Oh, yes, Chris.
Hurricane.
Hurricane Higgins, yes, that's right. Goodness me. Let's talk a little about sport before we go into the next game. You, I believe, are idle at sport, Stephanie.
That's right.
You don't indulge?
No.
What do you do with your spare time?
Read science fiction books.
But you watch the box too, don't you?
Yes.
Favourite programme?
Like Off Wheels and Burton, Spitting Images.
Oh, you're one of those. Yes, there are many, many of you. What about Jane and Chris? You watch telly? What do you do for sport? Do you do any sport at all?
Too much television, really, I'm afraid.
Do you really? Are you not an active sportsman? I ask for a reason, because there are sporting things given away on this programme. Yes or no?
Not especially, I'm afraid.
I see. Jane?
Walking weekend.
I've done a few aerobic classes.
Oh,
but,
do you?
Yeah, but I don't really enjoy it that much because it's a bit too much like hard work.
Well, now you've got the size of our contestants, so to speak. 3 of them waiting to do the second game in the set of 3. It has to be a win for Stephanie if she's to stay in it. Then we can play a decider. If not, then Jane and Chris go for the second gold run. So, here it is. It's an O that's blinking. Let's go right ahead. Here we go. What O is the organisation which governs the price of Middle East oil? Yes, that's Chris again.
OPEC.
It's OPEC, right? As so often happens, Stephanie knew it, but didn't get to the button quick enough. Chris?
D, please.
You'll have D. OK. What D was the title used by Mussolini when a... Yes, Chris?
Duce.
Duce is right, yes. Wow. What's the next one?
A, please.
A in the middle there. I'll take it good and slow to give everybody a chance. What A is the longest-standing leader of the PLO? Chris?
Arafat.
Arafat is right, yes. Have another go.
C, please.
C? OK. What C is a powder made from turmeric, cumin, coriander, ground chilies, and sometimes other spices? Chris?
Curry.
Curry is right, yes. Well, now, look here, Stephanie. You do realise, don't you, that you've got to press this button. If you don't press it this time, I've got to say goodbye to you. And I don't particularly want to, because I'm only giving you £10, you see. So, right, standing by? OK. Chris, what are you going to have?
Well, with apologies to Stephanie and everything, R, please.
I thought you might. OK, with apologies to Stephanie, it's R. What R is a red gemstone, and the name... It's Chris again.
Ruby.
It's a ruby, and that's Blockbusters. Well, isn't that sad? Steph, never mind. It does happen. It depends who you're up against, and Chris is in fine form there, along with Jane backing him up. So there you go. £10 you take with you. You take as well, of course, a Blockbuster sweatshirt and a Blockbuster dictionary. Always a pleasure to have. It's been a pleasure to see you on the programme. All the very best, Stephanie. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Now, Jane is going to have to work for her money because, as we remember, Chris came down on the hot spot for the last gold run. We're going into a gold run now. Jane, are you all set and ready? Smile, Jane. That's
Yeah,
better.
just about.
Have a look at the... Oh, dear. Have a look at the board. This is what it's like, and that'll be you, I'm sure, bouncing across like that, or perhaps staggering across like this. But whichever way you do it, as you know, you've got to do it in 60 seconds or less. Yes, it's the old golden rule again. A minute or less, and £10 for every correct answer if she doesn't. Let's see if she does. As we invite Jane to take her place on the hotspot, please. It's not as fearsome as it looks, Jane. Gold to gold in 60 seconds or less. That's a very long time indeed. £10 for every correct answer if you don't make it. Take your time, but when you give us the letters, we'll start the clock.
SC.
Stops you from firing a gun by accident.
Safety catch.
That's right.
CC.
An early afternoon TV programme about the workings of the judiciary.
Crown Court.
Yes.
FL.
Small coloured electric lamps used for decoration.
Fluorescent.
Not fluorescent.
ETE.
How a line of objects are arranged long ways.
BM.
Music student in Fame, played by Lee Carreri.
Bruno.
Yep.
PE.
Oh, dear. Popular name for contagious ophthalmia or conjunctivitis.
Pink Eye.
Yes.
AA.
Where you find one-armed bandits, video games and rifle ranges.
Amusement Arcade.
Yes, you do.
DS.
What you do at the end of a day or game of cricket.
KC.
No, no good. Well, never mind. You missed out on quite a few, but not to worry. Not to worry, it happens to the best of us. What you do at the end of a day or game of cricket is draw stumps. The line of objects is end to end. Early afternoon programme you've got right. Bruno Martelli was the name you were looking for. Bruno Martelli. But you got £40. Well done. You've succeeded in getting a bit more money onto the total. It now adds up to £150. If you retake your seat, we will prepare to meet a new contestant. Thank you, Jane, very much indeed. Well, there we are. It's always a sad occasion when they don't quite make it across the board because it's so good to see them speed across. But, of course, it doesn't mean, as I've explained so often, it doesn't mean they can't go in for the third, fourth and fifth if they win those sets of 3 games. Will they win the next one? Well, that's up to Jez. Jez is our next contestant. Jeremy Jez Thomas from the Woodland School in Coventry, right?
Yeah.
Why Jez? Just because
Just
you
prefer it, yeah.
Just prefer it,
Yeah.
which is fair enough. I'm often asked on the programme about names, and I think it's not a bad thing to do. Does your name have any particular significance? Have you tracked it down to any particular part of the country?
No, not as far as I know. I think the original comes from a Hebrew word.
Does it, Thomas?
Yeah.
Mm. What about Chris Munsey? Now, Chris, that's an unusual name, isn't it? I don't think I've come across it before. Do you know where it comes from?
I think France.
You think France?
Yeah.
And I have come across Jane Allen before. Of course, that's one of the best-known names in Britain. But do you know where it originates?
No.
Then you should find out. It's always an interesting thing to do. We are going to find out who's going to win the first game in a set of 3 as we go into it. Jez has none, of course, as yet. Jane and Chris have 150. This is the board, which tells us that H is the one with which we start. So let's play Blockbusters. This is the one we start with. Hands by the buttons. Yes, I see they are. H. What H goes before brush, spring? Yes, that is Jez.
Hair.
Hair is right. Yes, what a good start. Always a pleasure to have the lead, first of all. So which one do you want to pick?
K, please.
You'll have K. No hesitation, going straight down. What K belonged to St. Peter and a cross on the... Yes, Jez?
Keys.
Keys is right. Goodness. A rueful grin on Chris's face as we ask Jez for the next one.
B, please.
B. I see. Dear me. What B was the minstrel who discovered where Richard... Yes?
Blondin.
No. Can't give it to you. It's got to go to Jane and Chris. What B was the minstrel who discovered where Richard Coeur de Lion was imprisoned? Yes, Jane?
Blondel.
Blondel is right. Yes, not Blondin at all. Who was that other fellow who crossed the Niagara or something, didn't he? Okay, well, now it's Jane's choice. Where are you going?
F, please.
You'll have F. Okay. What F is the perfect interval between C and G in music? What an interesting question. Fifth is the answer. A fifth. So, have another. What F do you keep crossed when hoping... Yes, Jez?
Fingers.
Fingers is right. Yes, that's another one. That's anticipation. Where's the next one going?
S, please.
S. All right. All of you, what S is a long story, especially one from... Yes, Chris?
Saga.
Saga, that's right. Especially one from Iceland. It is Saga. That gives you another blue, and it gives you the choice.
A, please.
You'll have A in the middle. Okay. What A is a kind of bridge or a sail? S-A-L-E. Yes, Jane?
Auction.
Auction is the right answer. Yes, that's well done. Interesting design. Where are we going next?
N, please.
You're having N. Right. What N was bombed in 1945 by the second? Yes, Chris?
Nagasaki.
Nagasaki is right. Yes, that's it. That means you've got to move fast, Jez, to stop them on this. They've got a choice. Which one are they taking?
O, I think, please.
They're taking O to make that direct connection with this question. What O is found in a pit in front of a stage? Jez?
Orchestra.
Orchestra's right. She's got them. Yes. Okay, what about another one?
I, please.
I? No doubting your intentions, is there? What I is a sheet of stamps with no rows of little holes? Yes, Chris?
Imperfect.
No, it's not. No. What I is a sheet of stamps with no rows of little holes, Jez?
No, I don't know.
It's imperforate. Imperforate. Imperfect is always classified in stamps as a colour mistake or one of those printing things. What I means unable to endure waiting. Yes, Chris?
Impatient.
Yes, indeed, impatient. Yes. And the light's flashing again, for obvious reasons. You're going to take it?
P, please.
P, right. Stand by, Jez. What P was used to describe the fathers who established a settled... Yes, Jane.
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim Fathers. That's Blockbusters. Well, there we are. They've done it again, Jane and Chris, right through that game, but not without a battle. Jez is giving them a run for their money. Will he do it in the second game? We have yet to find out in just a moment.
Number 13. That's unlucky.
Yo, wanna smell premium? You gotta try this new Lynx then.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' come around and drown out this way, doing all these shows.
Smell premium with the new Lynx Fine Fragrance Collection. Smell finer than the finest fragrances.
Hello, we're Serious Tissues. 1 million trees are cut down every day for toilet paper. That stinks. But we don't cut down trees. We plant trees instead. We're recycled and made in the UK, not shipped from China. So you can fight climate change from the toilet seat. Visit SeriousTissues.com to see the impact you could have. Use code SERIOUS20 for 20% off and free shipping. Poop like the planet depends on it.
What's wrong with the car? It's okay, lads. I'm with the AA. Ah, Bombay mix.
Because the AA has more expert patrols across the country, you'll be back on the road in no time. No wonder more people choose the AA. Join today.
The war in Ukraine continues to put children in terrible danger. Homes, schools and hospitals have been destroyed. Families are still displaced from their homes. UNICEF is providing warm clothes, boots and blankets to keep children and babies warm. £32 could help provide warm winter clothes for a baby or young child. Search UNICEF Ukraine or text WINTER to 85525 and help make a difference for children today.
At Tombola, bingo is about having fun, so most players use our safe play tools to set their limits and stay in control. Keep it fun and play safely at Tombola.
At Glasses Direct, get 2 pairs of glasses for £15 with lenses. Go direct to glassesdirect.co.uk.
Put a spring in your step with Plusnet's Full Fibre, our latest and fastest broadband, from just $24.99 a month, with no activation fee in sight. That's a plus. Save time and get our best price by coming direct. That's our best broadband at a blooming good price. Offer ends 15th of May. Search Plusnet Fibre or call us now. Oh, Mr. Bumble's off.
It's great to be helping out before my first grandchild arrives. And after having a few repairs myself, I need to make sure they'll all be protected. Which reminds me.
Welcome to British Seniors, the UK's #1 rated provider of over 50s life insurance.
Hi, I'd like a quick quote.
No problem. We're proud to offer our seniors lifetime guarantee. We guarantee your premiums will never go up, 100% of claims will be paid, and that you'll speak to a real person in the UK. UK residents aged 50 to 80 are guaranteed to be accepted. Depending on your age, you can get a cash payout up to £10,000.
Wow, that money could help with funeral costs or as a gift for my grandkid. I'll do it.
Plus, when you sign up, you'll receive a free £135 gift card and free 24/7 GP advice and health services.
He's going to be named after his granddad.
Be proud to protect your loved ones with British Seniors. To get a free quote today, call our UK team on 0800 470 4444 or visit britishseniors.co.uk.
Thanks so much. Yeah, my brother's going over now.
All okay?
That was Verisure Alarms. Someone broke into our house.
Really?
Verisure activated Zero Vision. Burglar ran away.
Maybe I should get one.
Verisure Alarms. Get a free video doorbell and motion sensor camera installed with your Zero Vision alarm installation. Call now or visit verisure.co.uk.
You were in a concentration camp in World War II.
I found something there. Someone.
Legs 11. Are you sure you've got enough room there?
And welcome back. A reminder, I think, don't you? Jez has £20. He is looking forward to winning this game because it's the second in a set of 3. He's got to win it anyway to stay in the running, so to speak. Hoping he won't because they've won the first one are Chris and Jane, our current champions, who've got £180, and they also possess between them a 35mm camera, which just about sums it up. The board is blinking and it's ready. R is flashing at me, so let's start the second game in the set of 3. Hands by the buttons, here we go. What R is the West Indian religion which reveres... Yes, Chris?
Rastafarianism.
Yes, it is. Well done, yes. Goodness. That's a long word to start a game with. What's the next one?
D, please.
You'll have D. Okay. What D was the type of hat worn by Sherlock Holmes? Yes, Jez?
Deerstalker.
Deerstalker's right, yes. Evens things up, and it's your choice.
T, please.
T. Right, what T is the river in southern England which flows through... Yes, Jez?
Thames.
Aren't you lucky? Yes, it is, the Thames. Yeah. Nothing subtle about us, I'll tell you. What's the next one?
U, please.
You'll have U at the top. Okay. What U is the female attendant in a cinema? It's Jez again.
Usherette.
Usherette is the right answer. And our champions have got to stop you now if you're going to take the one I think you are. Which is it?
I.
You'll take I? No hesitation at all. What I was a mutiny in 8... Yes, Chris?
Indian.
Yes, the Indian mutiny. Well interrupted. The chance which came off and gave you the choice.
K, please.
K. Okay. What K is the name given to the New Zealand rugby... Yes,
Who is it?
It's you, Chris, yes.
So, the Kiwis.
Yes, you look so intelligent, I thought you'd give... Yes, it is, the Kiwis, yes. The trouble is, you, out of the three of them, looked as though you knew, and you did, too, so it's your choice.
Thank you. W, please.
W, okay. What W is an official in charge of prisoners in a... Yes, that's Jane.
Warden.
It's a warder. Yes, right. And now the boot's on the other foot. There's that flashing letter, but it's an important one because if either of you get it, it means the connection. Are you going to take it?
Yeah, A.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. What A shouted Eureka in the... Jez? Oh, I've got to repeat it. What A shouted Eureka in his bath? Yes, Chris?
Archimedes.
Archimedes is right, yes. Oh, dear. That was so close. You knew, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, your mind goes a blank, especially with a name like Archimedes. Well, Jez, all I can say is tough, because it was so close. But I can do more. I can give you £35, not myself, you understand, but the company. And I should also present you with a Blockbuster dictionary and a Blockbuster sweatshirt. And thank you for appearing on the show, and I can only commiserate that you haven't stayed longer. Thank you, Jez, very much indeed. Bye-bye. Well, there we are. Our champions, Jane and Chris, have to go in for their third gold run. And by an amazing process of elimination, I work out that it's Chris back on the hotspot again. Am I right?
Yes, afraid
Thank
so.
you. Hold on, don't go yet. Here's a look at the board. That's what you're going to be up against. I must do the explanation. It's obligatory. You've got to get across like that, or like this, perhaps, gold to gold in 60 seconds or less. Yes, it takes a minute, or it could take less to get across there if you're going to win the prize. Well, of course, the usual rules apply, and you know them all too well, Chris. So, once again, take your place on the hotspot, please. And among those rules, of course, is the fact that if you don't get across, you get £10 for every correct answer, which you get anyway. We start our time from the moment you tell us which letters you want to start with.
PP.
Artist who makes pictures of people.
RS.
Used to be called Armistice Day.
Remembrance Sunday.
Right.
POW.
What a pun is.
Play on words.
Yes, right.
US.
Name of the typical avuncular American.
Uncle Sam.
Right.
BB.
Origin of the universe, which is not the steady state
Big
theory.
Bang.
Yes.
GV.
Joseph Green, an Italian who wrote La Traviata.
TTFA. FN.
TTFN. Charwoman's Farewell in Itmar. Charwoman's Farewell in Itmar.
CJ. CJ.
The regalia kept in the Tower of London.
Crown Jewels.
Yep.
MND.
Work for which Mendelssohn's Wedding March was written.
OW.
Europe, Asia and Africa as opposed to the Americas.
Old World.
Yes.
DR.
Soldiers of the 7th Armoured Division in North Africa.
Desert Rats.
Yes, that's it! Way! Good heavens! Oh, the tightest we've ever had, I think. PP, the artist who makes pictures of people, was a portrait painter. The regalia kept in the Tower of London, the Crown Jewels, the origin of... You've got the Big Bang and the Old World. Giuseppe Verdi was the one, the composer. Ta-ta for now, which is a very old phrase, often used these days in colloquial talk. And Midsummer Night's Dream, the Mendelssohn's Wedding March. Well, you've got across there. Absolutely amazing run. It's your third gold run. And this, Chris, is what you've won.
Jane and Chris take your favourite television programme with you wherever you travel. Your prize is a portable colour television with free band radio and cassette recorder. There's a 5-inch full-colour telly for your personal viewing. Listen through the night to your local disc jockey on its integral radio, or plug in your favourite band and use the built-in cassette. It's Go Anywhere entertainment in full colour.
Nods of agreement all round. Jane agrees with that. I'm sure you're very pleased, aren't you, by the look on your face?
Yes, quite.
Absolutely terrific. Right, you retake your seat, shall you? And we will, in fact, meet a young lady called Emma Plummer. Yes, she's the next contestant here. Let me just recap on what they've got. £205 each, Jane and Chris, and the camera each. And now they've got this magnificent colour television radio combination each, one each. Right, as I say, Emma Plummer. She's our next contestant. Emma, welcome to the programme. You come from High Wycombe. The school is?
Lady Verney High School.
Lady Verney High School. You want to be a pharmacist? Is that an intention or a hope?
That's an intention.
Is it? Yes. Oh, good luck to you. Meet your opposition, Jane and Chris, who are doing pretty well at the moment. I can tell you that, as you probably noticed. Let's see how they do with the first game in a set of 3. Daunting prospect to come in at this stage of the game, but if she settles down, puts a finger on the button and is fast, then she could win this first game. It's M that's flashing on the board, so, especially now for Emma, Jane and Chris, let's play Blockbusters. Let's start with the M. What M is speechless acting? Yes, Jane?
Miming.
It's mime or miming? Yes, really. Very good start. And it's yours.
W, please.
W, over on the right. What W is a piece of ground where rabbits breed? Yes, Chris?
Warren.
Warren, yes, everybody knew you got there first. Have another go.
H, please.
H. You two have worked out this familiar pattern, haven't you? Here we go with this one. What H is a hanging bed made of canvas or net? Yes, Chris?
Hammock.
Hammock is the right answer, yes. You want another? All right.
Go on then.
Up to you.
S, please.
S. Fine. What S is the tail of a rabbit?
Scut.
Yes, a scut. Very well done, indeed. Right. What do you want?
B, please.
You're going to take it, are you? Good heavens. Ruthless, aren't they? Here it is. What B is the almost extinct wild ox of North America known as the buffalo? That's Chris again.
Bison.
Bison is right, and that's Blockbusters. Poor girl. Emma, I mean, here she is sitting here waiting to start a game. She doesn't even get a chance. It's a bit tough, isn't it? See how quick you've got to be. I know you knew a good many of those, didn't you? Tell us your favourite occupation before we go to the second game, just to try and...
Well, I like reading. Playing with little children as well. I like little children.
Playing with children?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be a nurse? You want
no,
to be
I wouldn't like to be a nurse. No,
you wouldn't?
No.
It's a bit taxing, isn't it? Yeah. You want to win a game, though, don't you?
Oh, yes, yes.
Right. We're about to go into the second game in a set of 3. It's going to be a very tense game, this, because Emma is absolutely determined to win. So let's see the board. It tells us that P is flashing. So here we go, without any further ado. P. What P is a grey alloy of tin and lead and was often used... Yes, Emma. You've lost it. Jane and Chris, a grey alloy of tin and lead often used to make tankards. Yes, Chris?
Pewter.
Pewter's right, yes, well done. Right, want another one, Chris?
R, please.
Yes, well, you won't get it now because we've finished for this time. Join us on the next Blockbusters, won't you?
You've made us wait long enough. What's your final answer? Mecha Bingo Online, sponsors of Challenge.
Kung Fu Panda 4, available to buy or rent in Sky Store Premier.
Will it be A, B, C or D? Choose wisely and aim high. Classic Millionaire, weeknights at 10 on Challenge.
Congratulations, number 3. You said cup of tea. That's the top answer. Mecha Bingo Online, sponsors of Challenge.